Okay, another matcha down. Another one bites the dust, baby. If you've been following me over on the gram, you'll know why I'm forcing myself to have matcha, which I think tastes like grass still, and arse. I'm yet to find one that I actually like. I'm determined to become a matcha-loving wellness queen/wanker. I'm trying to have a little bit less coffee. I don't think coffee's bad for you. There's actually some benefits to having coffee, and I love it, I always will. But I'm just trying it for a couple of weeks to see if I see any differences in having less caffeine for my tummy, just for my overall health at the moment, because I haven't been feeling my best, guys, as you know. So any matcha tips will be very welcome. And I have got some ceremonial grade matcha here, which if you guys want me to share with you, I will share with you, but I'm yet to find how to make it in a good way. So any tips, pop them below, very welcome. Anyway, hello beautiful people, and welcome back to week 3 of the Healthy You Reset. Hopefully you are deep diving into this health reset with me, trying things, experimenting, feeling some benefits, and just being a little bit more present and conscious in what contributes to your overall health. And this week we are diving into my favorite topic, nutrition, and how your nutrition and diet can be an ally in supporting your health, your hormones, your energy, your stress, all of it. And hopefully you guys know me and that I'm not about restriction, I'm not about good or bad foods, I don't demonize foods, but I do think it's really important to pay attention to what we are putting into our bodies. Our bodies are an amazing engine, essentially, and if we are filling it with stuff that is not contributing to that engine running efficiently, we may experience some little breakdowns along the way. I am definitely a healthy person in terms of I make consciously healthy decisions. However, if I'm stressed, if I'm not really in a mindful place, I can just consume a lot of highly processed and foods with lots of ingredients, and we're going to talk about that a little bit today. We live in a world where everything is at our fingertips. We can click, we can hit a button, and food is at our door within 5 minutes. I don't want to admit this, but often me and Wes will be craving something sweet in the evening and literally make a delivery order for the evening at like 9 o'clock at night just to get a chocolate bar. Like, everything is on demand, everything is even more highly processed than it has been in the past, and therefore it's not our fault. We are in a world that is designed to make us want more. All the food at the moment is highly palatable. It makes you want more. That crunch of the crisp, the flavor of the crisp is literally designed by flavor and foodie engineers to make you want more so they can sell more. It's all a business, it's all a commercial machine to make us want it. So it's not really our fault, but we can be more aware and understand it better. My first question to you guys is, did you know that food can actually influence your stress levels, your energy, your mood? It can affect your hormones. Research shows that foods that are high in added sugar and saturated fat can actually increase cortisol, which can lead to things like chronic stress, inflammation, that bloating. Whereas on the other hand, more nutrient-rich foods can actually help to lower cortisol, reduce that inflammation, really support your hormones, your energy, that prolonged energy, so you don't get those dips in the day. And so I want today to look at foods and how we can use them to support our bodies better. I am not saying don't have the donuts, don't have the chocolate, don't have the processed foods and those French fries and all the things that you love, because I'm not going to stop having them. I want us to live our life. It is not about that, but it's about really being aware, moderating some of those things, trialing and testing what works for you and your body, and how you can make tiny tweaks to improve your health massively. Let's get into it. Today I'm giving you 6 tips that I am trying over the next couple of weeks to see if it supports my health better when it comes to nutrition. Number 1, looking at more anti-inflammatory foods. Inflammation within the body, which can be caused by all kinds of things, not just nutrition, by your environment, by stress, can cause loads of issues like digestive problems, bloating, skin issues like flare-ups, hormonal imbalances. Research has shown that foods that are high in antioxidants and omega-3 fatty acids can help combat the oxidative stress in our body and then reduce this inflammation within the body. So some examples I'm going to show you in my little fridge. Don't judge the fridge because it's probably very messy right now. First of all, berries. So we get berries every single week. I love them. I'll often get frozen berries because they just last longer. But adding these to your morning breakfast, already you're getting some antioxidants within your breakfast, within your smoothies, overnight oats, or just snacking on them. Strawberries, raspberries, any of those. And fatty fish. This is not for everyone, but things like salmon, mackerel, sardines, they're all rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which have been shown to support inflammation, but also brain health. So these are amazing for women. I love this mackerel. I'll have this on a couscous salad with some sweet potato. Again, salmon once a week is brilliant for you to try and incorporate it into your diet weekly. Then leafy greens. I love my leafy greens. Have I got any in here today? I haven't got any spinach. Usually I'd have spinach and like kale that I usually put into my salad, but I also get ice gem lettuce every week. I do try and go through green grocers so there's not much plastic it, guys, but I'm not always perfect. Kind of leafy green mixes with maybe some beetroot you can add into your salads, and again, just as a side to your dishes in the week. And then also turmeric, which is a nice thing to add to, again, smoothies, some of your potato dishes, because that has been shown to support inflammation also. I just want you guys to think about what you have in your cupboards, because the foods that are really processed, so let's say like a protein bar. I'm not sure I've got any protein bars in here. I haven't got loads of processed stuff in here actually because of this reason, but let's say bagels, they're gonna be more processed than your whole foods. And it is harder for your body to process foods that have more ingredients. So when you think you're being healthy and going for like a protein bar or some kind of like healthy food that's in a wrapper and has got loads of ingredients on the back, just be aware that that could cause more issues for your body because it's trying to break down these, I see it as foreign ingredients. Any food that you can get from outside, that you can forage, that are in season, that is going to be the best thing for your body because it is the most natural. Other quick fire things that are also anti-inflammatory and full of antioxidants. Dark chocolate, great to have in the evening when you're watching TV, ideally 70% and higher. Garlic and ginger are amazing too, but just be mindful that some people find they can get a bit of gut problems from that if they have too much of it. Beetroots are great, avocado, which is great to add to so many meals. Also olive oil, full of antioxidants and a really, really nice thing again to add to potatoes, a dash to some salad dressing. Okay, time for point number 2. Be mindful of foods that help support your blood sugar levels, because we all know there's some foods that spike those blood sugar levels and we're full of energy and we're buzzing and then we crash, right? It's like when you give a kid sweets and they're like buzzing and then suddenly boom, they're flat out. We want to be mindful of foods that help stabilize our blood sugar levels so our energy is consistent throughout the day, which supports our overall health and well-being. To maintain a stable blood sugar level, think about fiber-rich foods. Things like quinoa, oats, legumes. I always have my oats in a jar here, and I usually have these in my smoothie or overnight oats. Again, a really nice breakfast to make sure you've got that fiber straight away at the start of your day. And then just go crazy on vegetables. Vegetables are insane. Again, the more color you can get into your diet, the better, but adding vegetables into your evening meal is gonna be increasing your fiber intake and also helping you poo. Healthy fats are amazing, okay? I adore them. They keep you fuller for longer. They support hormones. Things like avocados, nuts, oils, like your olive oils, good quality olive oil. Even if you want to get some kind of like nuts, you can put in your salads, like little nuts. I've got this salad topper and I've got these pistachios. You can add these to your salads for an extra crunch. I just love having them in my cupboard where I can just top any dish really, like goodness bowls, and I just know that I'm getting my little bit of healthy fats in there as well. Then your lean proteins. I'm going to be thinking about things like chicken, turkey, if you're plant-based, tofu, lentils, tempeh, because all of these foods help to slow the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream. Basically prevents those spikes and those crashes that can lead you to be irritable and tired, fatigued. So many studies have shown that a diet that is rich in fiber, lean protein, and healthy fats can significantly improve your mood stability and energy levels throughout the day. So guys, get those foods in your diet. Okie dokie, number 3. I've spoken about this one loads. It was in week 1 of the Healthy You Reset, but that is hydration. I've said to you guys to try and get 3 liters down you a day. Guys, you've got to be doing this, okay? It's really, really important for hormones. And even mild hydration can increase cortisol in the body, that stress response. So try to make sure you are really hydrated. Again, I have my electrolytes. These are my favorites at the moment. Humantra. I've also been trying these 4, 5+ ones, but again, whatever flavors you like. If you don't want to spend your money on electrolytes, you don't need to, but I just find it helps me drink more. As long as you get, say, 3 of these down you a day. The Hydro Flask I love because you can just be sippy, sippy, sippy. Amazing. So hydration is key. I'm still going to give you a little show around in my supplement cupboard. If you want to see it, just comment below. So guys, a little quick break, so I want to show you what I got in my weekly shop this week to maybe inspire you before we go into the rest of the tips. So let's go shopping. Just come back from my weekly Sainsbury's shop. Sainos, delivering the goods. You guys always ask me, what's in your fridge? What do you buy when you go shopping? Can we see inside your weekly shop? And I'm like, you're nosy little buggers. Also, yes, because I love seeing that stuff. Let's start in the fresh area. Now listen, I would love to, if possible, always get fresh fruit and veg from my greengrocers because less plastic, way better, fresher, local farmers, all of that. But sometimes I do my big shop because it's just easier all in one go. I do a click and collect from good old Sainos. So, starting with all the fresh stuff, I always get this mix of vegetables. Broccoli, broccolini, mange tout, cherry tomatoes, courgette. I love carrots. I am like obsessed with carrots. Wes finds it so weird, but I love them. Cucumber, more salad mixes, because when we make our big mixed salad mix, I'm going to show you guys as well in this video. Peppers, ice gem, lettuce, onions, always sweet potato and new potatoes. I've got some of these already in the fridge, so don't need as many, but these I roast up. I'm going to show you again. That little recipe is delicious. And bananas, always, I usually freeze these. I'll peel them, freeze them in Tupperware. Avocado and watermelon, great to also cut this up, freeze it. I also do that with my grapes. Let me show you a hack on a really good sweet treat to have. I usually put it in a bowl, but these are frozen grapes, like frozen, and they are the most incredible, like ice pop style snack. Oh, you can just suck on that like a little ice pop. And that is for free, guys. You are lucky little sausages. Okay, in terms of dairy, always milk for Wes. I love this Alpro plant protein. If you like a chocolate coffee in the morning, because who doesn't? This is amazing. I also get almond milk, but I've already got that in the fridge. These Get Pro chocolate mousses, unbloody believable. 20 grams of protein, magnesium, other lovely like vitamins in here, but really good in the evening with a bit of peanut butter in as like a sweet treat. Lindor's ones, the Get Pro ones are amazing. The Sky, we actually mix it up quite a lot. These Alpro single soy, amazing for like your creamy pastas, or if you want to make it into a nice little sauce. I love this stuff. Always a stir fry sauce just in case. Absolute game changer. We mix this in our weekly salad. Moroccan couscous, fruity, delicious. Eggs, of course. You've got your butter. We always get this olive oil butter. I prefer it. Hum diddly hum hum. This hummus is my absolute favourite, like it is the bee's knees, cheaper version, just because I have this one, Wes has this one. Love our cheese on our fajitas, potatoes, whatever. This is a mixture of mozzarella and cheddar. Then coming around to, I guess, the cupboard stuff. Let me just tilt you down. Egg noodles, love these for our stir fries. And again, we sometimes freeze these. I freeze so much stuff and just to have it in, just in case of emergencies. Fresh tagliatelle, love it. This is great with the Alpro stuff I showed you before. A nice creamy pasta, pesto-y, whatever, delish. Burger buns, because we love our barbecues, aka braais. I can't call them barbecues anymore. Wes gets so angry. They are braais in South Africa. Bagels, always, you know, I'm a bagel lover. Marmite peanut butter, winner chicken dinner, and then sometimes eggs and avocado on the weekend. These are amazing. Flatbread, and they are seeded flatbreads. I love stuffing these with tuna or having them with a lovely chicken thigh with a nice salad in the evening. Like, you just toast them and they are chef's kiss. Wraps, always. We always have wraps once a week with our beef mince usually, or chicken. And then crisps, these are my 3 favourite crisps. You'll never find me eating anything else. Kettles, sea salt, balsamic, chili heat waves, ovs, and then the pop chips. The only thing I get upset by is that these have definitely shrunk. When I was a kid back in the day, they were so much bigger. Like, that's got small, and also there's only that many crisps in it. So like, what's the point? I'm eating that in one sitting. Frozen sweet potato fries, in case we fancy a more easy chilled night, and that's gonna be in the freezer, ready to go. Other freezer bits. Wes loves these Celeros. He likes watching his calories, so these 2 are really good calories for him. 98 calories and 97. Then we have our Coca-Cola. Wes loves Coke. He got me into it. I used to never really drink fizzy drinks because I was a queen. I like the caffeine-free ones just to have in the afternoon. These are amazing. We have Snapper Jacks all the time with peanut butter on. Sometimes when Wes is out, fancy like a girly eating evening, I'll have these with beans and cheese and basically anything else I can find in the fridge. Sweet corn, like a random girl dinner, you know. Weetabix, always get this, and oats. We've already got oats in the cupboard, but this is amazing with like making it into like overnight oats, Weetabixy oats. Finally, our little other random section. In terms of our sauces, we always get these 2, obsessed, chili, jam, and Peronaise from Nando's. I always get a load of tuna. I just think this is really easy for lunches. Loads of sweet corn, I'm obsessed. And then always some kind of like spice, because it's good to put with like a chicken if you're marinating a chicken. And then Uncle Ben's, baby, loads of rice. We always have, in this cupboard, loads of staples. It's so messy, oh my God, ignore it. But chopped tomatoes, we have our mixed beans, we add these to our chilies, coconut milk, we've even got bone broth back there. This is like the tinned area. Then Wes has these actually meringues in his evening yogurt bowl, because again, they're like nice and sweet but lower calorie for him. More rice, bread, bagels, and then here you have again your oats, more like granola stuff back there, and loads of other bits and bobs. This cupboard also is chaos. Please ignore it, guys. But barbecue sauce always, other sauces, all our peanut butter, we always get loads of that as well. We have it constantly, and then all of our spices. The main spices we use, just in case anyone's interested, mixed herbs always. Fajita seasoning, which is great on the chicken. We have 2 of those there. Chili flakes, and then paprika here. This is great on your roasted potatoes. Always this salt with it. And then a nice olive oil, and that is just mwah, chef's kiss, baby. Oh yes, and the meat, sorry. We will always go to our local butchers and get the meat, because Wes is like meat obsessed, so he really likes good quality meat. And to be fair, I love supporting local, and it's obviously much nicer and much fresher. But if I want to have some bits in the freezer, just in case we can't get to the butchers, I'll always get chicken thighs, chorizo for the weekend, burgers, usually salmon fillet, because I'll usually have this as a lunch, or if Wes is having meat, I'll swap it out. And then we always get beef mince for our chilies I mentioned. We do this in bulk, so we've got loads for the week. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We always will try and prep a big salad, lots of potatoes, some kind of meat to have in the week in the fridge, because it just means we're not reaching for less nutritious foods. We always know we're getting our protein in, and we're really supporting our bodies. Me and Wes move a lot, and we're very, very active people, and we care about what we're putting into our bodies. So there's nothing wrong with any food, but we prefer more nutritious and health supporting food. So hopefully that helps. Any questions, put them in the comments, and I'm going to show you how to make a few recipes in this video, which is very exciting because they're my absolute. Now let's talk about foods that make stress worse. They're going to be the highly processed foods, the foods that have got lots of ingredients, like I mentioned before, foods with a lot of additives, a lot of added sugar, refined sugars. We haven't actually got much in our sweet treat cupboard, so I'm not going to show you in there, but that's a good sign, because when it's in there, I want to eat it all. I adore my Options hot chocolate, and there's nothing wrong with this. Again, I love it in the evening, but this has a lot of processed ingredients in it versus something that I've been trying to have more recently, like this Ancient and Brave collagen cacao hot chocolate. It does sound wellnessy wankery, but guys, I'm trying this up. I think it's really important to test these two against each other and see what I feel better with. So I'm not having this for now, and I'm trying to have this because it's got more whole food, itchy whole food ingredients, and we're gonna see how we go. But things like chocolate, things like crisps, things like sweets, anything that's highly processed, just be aware. I'm not saying don't have any of it. I'm just saying maybe reduce by 2 of those snacks you usually have a week, and keep a bit of a food diary so you're noting what you're having. I actually got this planner from Papier? Yeah, ages ago. It's called a wellness planner. And here you just put in like your movements, your nourishment, connection, all of that. I'm using it more as a food diary because I'm just monitoring what I'm having and how I'm feeling off the back of it, because I think a lot of my stuff is gut related. Okay, next is number 5, magnesium-rich foods. Can we please celebrate magnesium, because it is the best goddamn thing I've ever had. I told you guys before, I take magnesium every night. I also rub it into my body. Like, I just think it's the best thing ever. Obviously be careful, you don't want to be having too much magnesium, but it helps to regulate your nervous system, and it's included in 300 biochemical processes in your body. So let me tell you, if you're not having magnesium and you're not thinking you get enough through your food, try and add it in through your diet, and if not, maybe you want to supplement it. Obviously check with your doctor first of all. Studies show that it helps with relaxation, stress relief, sleep, and regulating blood sugar levels. So some of the foods that you can go for if you want to increase your magnesium intake: dark leafy greens, your spinach, your kale, nuts and seeds, things like almonds, pumpkin seeds are a really nice source of magnesium, again, to scatter over bowls, salads, all of that. Again, your dark chocolate is a great magnesium source. Again, anything ideally above 70% and nice and natural minimal ingredient. Number 6 is the most important one in my opinion: whole foods. Whole foods are king. They're not king, queen. We are queens, ladies. Strip it back. What can you eat that you could forage for outside? Now, I'm not telling you to go out there and start picking your own fruit and veg. I mean real foods. Your fruits, your vegetables, your lean proteins, your whole grains. Understand, some of these foods are expensive, hard to get. It is a massive case of privilege and accessibility. But do what you can. Basically, what works for your body and what works for your budget and lifestyle is where to start. Okay, this is just inspiration that is hopefully gonna help you. Talking of a wellnessy goodness salad bowl that I make every week that is health boosting, health promoting, hormone supporting, all of the good stuff, I'm gonna show you how I make it now. The best thing about this salad is you can throw anything in that you enjoy. Lots of leafy greens, spinach, kale, tomatoes, cucumber, mange too, peppers, you can roast them up too to make them sweeter. Literally anything that you enjoy, throw it in the bowl. Then you're cooking the chicken at the same time if you're gonna use a chicken and protein. This chicken's brilliant. I always add like fajita mix that you can get from Sainsbury's or something like this chipotle mix. You can of course use any protein that you wanna use. At the same time, you're roasting your potatoes up in paprika, salt, and olive oil. Then again, add more ingredients to your salad, things like carrots, avocados, great to add some more substance and healthy fats, sweet corn. Mix it all together. Then the Moroccan couscous is such a nice mix into that salad as well. Then we're coming on to our salad dressing. You can make dressing however you want, but I add olive oil, balsamic vinegar, mixed herbs, some mustard, a little bit of sea salt, some honey, and sometimes some apple cider vinegar is really good, also great for gut health. Mix it all together. Absolutely perfect. That was about 35 minutes, I think, on 200. Soft, squidgy, covered in oil and lovely herbs. And you can even put it with this salad if you wanted to, obviously have it separate on a side. I do these every week as my meal prep, as part of like wider dishes, and they are so good. So with the chicken, these bits are my favorite. They're the good bits, so we're gonna keep them to the side as well. This is actually from Sainsbury's. We usually get it from the local butcher. You can literally have as much as you want of this salad, save the rest for later. Like a beautiful bed. Look how lovely that is. It's so full of so much goodness. Then I'll add a little bit of my dressing, which we've made up already. And again, as much as you want of this, can be saved in the fridge. I save this for a few days and it's still good. Then we add our lovely meat on top. Again, you can even have salmon on this, guys. Look at that. Oof, delicious. Excuse me, do you want some food? You've had your food. You've had your food, monkey man. Paw. Good boy, we love you. And there we have it, the finished product. Look how beautiful she is, guys. Packed with goodness. Just want to show you guys what else you can have the salad with. I've made it another day and look at this. So colorful, full of all the whole foods we were talking about. Pomegranate's amazing to add to your salad, just add a really sweet little kick. Top with some lovely hummus. This is my favorite one, this Sabra one. And then a nice little dressing of your choice. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you are watching every single video in the Healthy You Reset, because that's how you're gonna get the most out of this series. And like I said, not every video or every tip is gonna be for you. Learn from it, take what you want from it, apply your own spin on it, and hopefully it will help you and start to add to your life, and you start to reap the health benefits that I'm already feeling, because I'm really paying special attention to everything I'm doing in my body, outside my body, my environment, all of it. I will see you next week. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment below if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, all of the good stuff, because it helps me create more videos like this. And thank you so much for being here. Mwah, mwah. Big love. Keep being healthy. Bye.